Hey, look at that. We got another win. Look at the player stats. Jameis Winston. Play well. Larson's had a better game. Rushing. Can't run the ball. Receiving. Not a whole heck of a lot there either. Offensively. Vincent Kid. Peace player. Rashawn Gary. But the ints. Benjamin Hightower. 2 ints on the season. Oh, you know also. There was an offensive player of the week, defensive player of the week, something. I gotta mark that down. Also. Week. This is episode 62. And at one point into power back. DJ Chark got upgrade. Keep doing his deep threat. Backup defensive tackle. Getting a power rush point. Might as well get to the quarterback. And our superstar running back that we traded for halfway through the season. Getting a point and elusive. Some jukes. Got some juke skills now. Alright, well, we're 4-11 now. Oh, man, climbing up. Still last place in our division, but climbing up. Head to the Lions for week 17 of this series. Upgrades. Arthur Steed. Is now a 90. Ooh, look at that. Awareness, hit power, power move, and an ability slot. Yeah. Yes, welcome. Welcome to the... Is this the older one? Oh, we're not going to find out, but... Ability slot. Power specialist. Pass rush. Nice. More pass rush for him. That's what we need. We're going to play the Lions and get this season over with pretty quickly. So I'm just going to do that. Play this game. And get some EXPs and hopefully no serious injuries. That would take us to next year. And call this season a wash. Yay! We lost again. Will Greer outplayed Larson easily. Justin Larson had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. No one runs the ball. Receiving. So hungry. AJ Brown, but he's hurt. Defensively. Arthur Steed, Sean Gary, Kenny Clark. Getting the sacks from the main people, but never saw Shaquem Griffin at all during this thing. So it's bad move, bad juju. But Benjamin Hightower, I don't know why I got that. Got a new trophy. 84 overall. Second year Benjamin Hightower. Chase, who's been admirably our starting tight end. Whew, big upgrade for him. Look at that. Nice. Johnny Gillespie. Getting a point in the field general. He's out 2 weeks with a dislocated ankle. But it all doesn't matter because our season is for surely, this is surely over. Oh, so he was actually fine. It's AJ Brown. He's gonna go on IR. Why would you do that, you say? Well, it's because now I can bring up another player from the practice squad. I want to. I don't think I do. I think I just want to pick up a player in the improved team. Free safety. Josh Sweat. Speed rushing. Right end. Yep. That's who I'm going to pick up for now. Let's discuss the season. We're going to start with our spreadsheet. Team talent in the week 17. Only actually went up on offense and went up a little bit on defense, but didn't translate to wins at all. So I don't know. Team talent is interesting because it's overall. So we finished 4-12. No playoffs. The draft tracker. We're gonna go through positions. Real quick here. Start with quarterbacks. Preston Larson. You know, I don't know if it's just not having receivers, wide receivers, or whatever. He wasn't really that impressive, but let's just kind of take a stats look at it real quick. Against the NFL. So he has the most yards in the NFL. Most completions. By far. Ooh, that means that we switched to simming half the game. Going too fast. Attempts. Not touchdowns or thankfully not interceptions. Close though. Ratings. Actually yards per game. 300 yards per game. We chucked the ball all over the place apparently. But we didn't have... It's interesting because we didn't really have that many more plays offensively. Here we can do... Oh, you can't. Dang it. I was hoping you could see... Oh, maybe you can... Downs played. So we got a little high tempo offense, but it's not that much better. Rushing wise, downs played 400, 594, 700. Ain't gonna see any Packers on there. Okay, I got distracted. Preston Smith got a B- on his thing. Let's Alonzo Ellis, the center. He tried to replace him with Rodney Hudson, and he ended up playing an absolute ton. 979 snaps because we traded away Rodney Hudson after playing him for like 2 games. So, but he gave up 13 sacks, so I kind of gave him a bad one on that. You know, I'm gonna do by draft. Rick Quigley, our kicker, we're not re-signing him. He won kicker of the year, but it's kind of a joke. Arthur Steed is a beast, and we should look from stats. Here we go. We're going to go to sacks. Arthur Steed. Increase this sack total. And how many? Oh no, we gotta go from here. General. 1,010 snaps. He got an A. We didn't resign Malcolm Sturgeon's, our defensive tackle, or I mean our right tackle. Just kind of interesting because, well, I got news, but we're gonna just replace him with someone else because he gave up 27 sacks this year. That's pretty bad for your right tackle. And then we got our 2021 pick. You know what? I think we're going to go by rounds. Preston Larson. Okay, Benjamin Hightower's next. He is a very good corner, and he'll get better. I'm impressed with him. He got an A-. I did not give our first round draft pick Josh Angulo didn't have enough snaps to give a grade. Rick Quigley we talked about. Malcolm Sturgeon's we talked about. Johnny Lynn unfortunately got hurt. But let's just look at the receiving yards for the Packers, because that will kind of talk about that. Almost 1,000 yards, but he didn't play an entire season. None of them. Oh, Jay Sternberger did. The rest of them didn't sit on the field the whole time. But almost that, and 3 touchdowns. Kiki Kote was second. AJ Brown, great signing. The rest of these, he just was hurt so much. So DJ Chark didn't work out very well. Did not grade our left guard that we drafted in the 2nd round last year. 2 years ago. He didn't get any play time. Just all over the map. Sorry, guys. And then we got our right guard, Jacoby Kern. He did really well. 8 sacks on a lot of snaps. Jose Price was having a great season before he was taken out with an injury, and probably would have won Rookie of the Year, but that's not going to happen. Wide receiver Devin O'Kay didn't play enough to get graded. Got pulled off the practice squad at the very end, so he's last on there. Garrett Cole, the punter, he was just average. Quentin Barkley is our kick returner, and he was a kick returner because I was trying to get his snaps so we could figure out his development. You know, you can just look it up, but it's funner this way. In the 4th round, Lynn Binns is still on the team. He's on the practice squad. Perry Strong, the linebacker. He played a lot because people got injured and stuff, so he got on. We have lots of middle linebackers for now. Casey Hess. So I give him an A++++ because he caught a touchdown as a tight end on a blocking play. So I didn't. Middle linebacker Gillespie, who's the 5th round pick, I didn't grade. Alonzo Ellis, center, we went over, gave up 13 sacks. It's a C minus. Practice squad for Rico Todman, who switched from tight end, wide receiver to tight end, and practice squad for Ashley Turner, any other 7th round pick. If you look at this, basically, no, not re-signed and not rated. Just realized I have the same thing for 2 things, so not re-signed. What can be a different one for if they didn't have enough? We'll do incomplete ink. So grades that are not understood. Alright. It didn't like that, so now I have to type it in. You guys get to, if you're listening, watching, whoever's watching, this nice job. I know that it doesn't get views. I just do this for the heck of it. It's fun to talk about the Packers and how terribly inept I am at this game. Of not gaming the system. Downs played. I keep track of it to see who's getting what, for percentage, and kind of makes a cool looking graph. I'll have to show you that one day. I have to do it differently, but it's very colorful. You can see when people went from, Kenny Clark went from quick dev to, or star to, X Factor, and Arthur Steve went star, super X Factor. So we had 3 X Factors on our team. Got through that. We're in the 23 draft tracker. I got to do that still. I'll do that next. Man, it was a lot of move. I spent 134 million on signings. Let's go back to when we get to, of that, really 7.8 million is players that were just after the signing. So right in the beginning I signed 127 million in free agents this year. We got rid of some of them. See the thing, we only had 2 players win awards. Kevin King got Defensive Player of the Week in week 3. Preston Larson got Offensive Player of the Week 15. We only re-signed 2 players, Alonzo Ellis and Arthur Steed. We're not re-signing a ton of them. Rick Quigley, Michael Davis. Oh, I can just show you that. So we're just gonna go and walk away from everyone on this list. Amazing, huh? That does leave for the draft tracker, by years, Arthur Steed, Alonzo Ellis are the only people from the 2020 draft that made it through their contract and got a second contract. So 2 out of the 7 I drafted. Made lots of trades too. Cut lots of people. I will have 4 second-round picks in the 2025 draft. Because Blake Martinez, Adrian Amos, and Rodney Hudson paid out pretty good. That's that for that. Let's go find out who is in the playoffs. I feel like I'm missing something for some reason, but I'm not. Regular season, here we go. Playoffs. Did we make it into the playoffs? Nope, we didn't. So I gotta make these marks on the re-signed players and got some people to upgrade. Oh, obviously 2 of them probably went to the Pro Bowl, and these guys are Kenny Clark. Run stopper or power rusher? We're going run stopper. Rick Quigley. Power. Get a power. Lynn Binns. Power rusher. Keon Meeks. A slot. Ashley Turner. Deep threat. I think only 2 people made it to the playoffs, but okay, my coach. Coaching goals, games not available. So, we were a West Coast zone running team, and we're switching. We're going to be a West Coast power running team. We need a power back, power offensive lineman. I'm going power instead of agile. So, we want burly, powerful running backs and stuff. This was a 3-4 base defense. I'm going to switch to a 4-3 for 2 reasons. One, Mike Bettine got a job somewhere else. Got head coach job somewhere else, so he's no longer there. And 2, it should be fun to we weren't getting any pass rush anyways from our linebackers, so this just makes it better for us, but it is going to hurt on that side because we don't have the linebackers now. And it should change up everything looking. On the defensive side, this is going to be the big one right here. So we're just going to get all that power in there. Kid's good. He's not going to be here. Vontae David's not going to be here. Bowser's not going to be here. Or these guys. Okay, last thing. I promise. I just thought of stats. Player stats. Defense. Sack totals. Kenny Clark, Rashad Gary. No. Shaquem Griffin. Just not, they were just, maybe that Storm 3-4, but the base 3-4 didn't get it done. Jason Garrett here, Coach of the Year. Again, the clapper. Coach of the Year. We're awesome in Madden. The Cowboys are awesome in Madden. Packers, not awesome in Madden. But, yeah, Kyle Shanahan is the coach of the Seahawks. That's kind of funny. And anyways, end of the episode. See you guys for episode 63.